Hey, we are back. Good morning. And most importantly, happy October. Can you believe that? Good morning. Good morning from North Caloocan. Ooh. It's getting hot, you guys. Summertime is a comin'. Summertime is a comin'. Let's see if there's anybody out there that wants to chat on a Tuesday morning. Come on in. Don't be shy. Come on in and we'll raise some type of a topic to talk about in the Philippines. What do you want to talk about? So many subjects. There's Brian Hatcher. What's up, buddy? Huntington Beach, California. 7 p.m. in Huntington Beach on a Sunday night. Sorry, on a Monday night. Today's Tuesday. How you doing, buddy? All right. Yeah. You know what happened on the Taco Bell thing? We had already eaten lunch, and then, we kind of got distracted. And then my internet's been down, Brian. And I didn't want to. I'm actually going to put my video up right after the live chat. I'll get it up there. It's edited and it's been compressed. It's ready for upload, but we didn't get internet back. We went 24 hours with no internet. It just came back online about 8:40 this morning, I think. We had no internet overnight. Actually, all day yesterday. And Dennis, how you doing? Cavite. Dennis from Cavite in the chat room. I was saying, the Taco Bell is actually inside Trinoma Mall. And somehow we got distracted. We ended up sitting down at Starbucks. We had already had lunch. We ended up sitting down at Starbucks, which was on the roof of the mall. Good morning, Jack Kane. How are you, buddy? And we just got distracted and never found it. But we know where it's at. I know it's right in the Trinoma Mall, so we can go back. That's easier. We actually originally thought that the Taco Bell was down the street at a place called Araneta Center. I think it's Araneta Center. But it's actually in Trinoma. So Melanie and I are there in that area about once a month for something, sometimes twice a month, because it's a transfer point, whether you're taking the LRT or the MRT, so you find yourself there a lot doing business. So we'll go back and find it. And when we do, it'll be like a whole video for me to do. Phil's quest to eat Taco Bell. Milo, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Milo, Jack Kane, Dennis Brock, Brian, thanks you guys for joining. Yeah. By the way, did not see Jinky and Joseph. Okay. It turns out that Brian and Louisa were actually at their house. Okay. And they're somewhere in Ortigas. But they did not come down to... actually, they don't live far. from where we were at. They don't live far from where we were at, but they did not join us. The Mall Expo, the GoPro 7 was there. You know, it was really it was more on the level of photography. They had tons and tons of professional photography equipment there. And, you know, some video equipment too. But Merc 3, how you doing, buddy? The main focus at that little was photography. And it was all of the newest cameras. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty cool display. That's what's, you know, that's what's fun about, you never know what you're going to see at the mall, right? Milo, I invited USMC Steve to visit your channel. Oh, thanks. Him and his wife is a good friend. He should be. Oh, okay. USMC Steve. Is he a vlogger as well, Milo? He must be, huh? Merc 3, Michigan. Oh, baby. Michigan, USA, in the house. And Milo is from Washington State, in the house, baby. No topic. You guys would have seen my video, but we were without internet for the past 24 hours. I couldn't upload it. So I'll get it up after this live chat. Most of you are going to be going to bed. You'll see it, you know, in the morning. It'll be on there in the morning. My version of the Brian, Louisa, Philip, and Melanie weekend in Quezon City, SM North EDSA. Merc 3, it's getting cold in Michigan. Ah. You used to go to the Philippines for the wintertime, yeah. That would be ideal, wouldn't it? To leave the US when it gets cold and starts snowing. Then come here and sweat your balls off for 3 or 4 months. It's getting hot here, you guys. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if we're going to have an early summer or LBC is a shipping company here in the Philippines. Dennis Brunk says he does not miss winter. Yeah, who does? It's been so long for me because I moved to Southern California, you know, and lived in Southern California for 35 years. And I was from the Midwest originally, so I grew up in that cold and snow. And then moved to Southern California where, you know, the weather's perfect there. And now, of course, I live inside an oven, a very wet oven. Hello, USMC Steve. How are you, buddy? Steve and Tess. All right. Oh, we have another typhoon coming. Dennis Brock. Yeah, I gotta get on the, get back on my news channels. When's it coming, Dennis? How long do we have? Is it going to wipe out our weekend? Jack Kane going back to Wisconsin soon. I think that's what that means. Merc 3 says the body cannot handle the dry cold anymore. Yeah. Maybe the weekend, Dennis. Okay. Welcome, USMC Steve. Whew. I've got the aircon on here and I'm sweating. It's just been so hot the last few days. Okay. Wisconsin. Okay. The cheese capital of the world, isn't it? Jack Kane, Wisconsin? Maybe not of the world, but probably of the U.S., right? Merc 3, we met Brian and Lut from Philly in the Philippines in Quezon City. We hung out with them. That was our weekend. We only went over on Saturday, Cheeseheads. Jack Kane, yeah. Not a huge adventure, but for Melanie and I, we had a great time. We got out of the house, away from the kids and family, and went and ran around, at SM North EDSA, which is the second largest mall in the Philippines, SM North EDSA. And we ran around with Brian and Lut all day long, had some lunch, went out for dinner, then we went to a nightclub and watched a couple of live bands. Had some drinks. It was fun. It was fun to get away and hang out with those guys. 80 degrees now and going up. USMC Steve says that God made AC. Yeah. Melanie will definitely visit the chat today. Yep, I was singing. I was singing in the video. They love to, you go into a bar like that, they love to mess with the foreigners, man. It happens to me so often. And okay, let's take a look at today's USD exchange rate. This is the bank rate, guys, from the Manila Bulletin, the nation's leading newspaper. Manila Bulletin. And we've got 54 even today, so it's going down a little bit. The AUD is 39. Going down a little bit. World Exploder, how you doing? Creeping on the girls over in the Philippines. Creeping on the girls. Creeping on the girls over in the Philippines? Was that a question? Am I creeping on the girls? I heard from GMA News it could be as high as 59 by 2019. Wow, 59. Man. I can't even imagine it. That would be... That would be something. 59-1. My God. I can't imagine. I'll have to send a bunch of USD here. I'll have to send a bunch of USD here if that's the case. Slim Jim. Things are well. How are you, Slim Jim? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Just trying to do the every Tuesday and Friday thing. Everybody seems to enjoy coming in and chatting. So we're going to keep doing it as long as we have people that want to come in and say hey and talk about the Philippines. Yeah. Well, it was, it was surprising to see it get to 54. I mean, Edward Mark Felix, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining the chat. How is Philly Phil doing these days? He's doing very well. He's doing very well. Brian and I can sit and talk. I guess we're brothers from another mother. We can sit and talk for hours and never run out of anything to say. So he's a great guy. Slim Jim said at 59 cents, that would make the dollar too expensive for your export market. Oh, 59. If it hits 59 to 1, that would make the dollar too expensive for your export market. Then your economy should drop in relation to export. Okay? Well, it wouldn't necessarily be all that great for the Philippines too if the USD went up that high. It just means that the peso's worth less and less, right? How did Melanie and Louisa get along? Oh, they get along great. This is our third or fourth time hanging out. 3 or 4 times now we've been hanging out with those guys. So yeah, they kind of take off on their own because, Brian and I the girls always just kind of take off on their own and chat. And the highest exchange rate was 56. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that it got that high. 56 to 1. Whew. Boy, that makes it really cheap to be a foreigner here, right? Edward Mark Felix is coming in November. Boy, there's a lot of people coming in November. And you're going to be in Alabang. Alabang. Very cool. Is that near Muntinlupa City? That's what's coming up in Google Maps. Yeah, there you go. Looks like it. Very cool. Uh-oh. Hey, Eric. Magandang umaga to Eric De La Cruz. How are you, buddy? Oh, near Binan. Ha! Clyde Seaside. That's right, baby, where the city meets the province. You forgot to put the baby on the end. Yeah, Brian, sorry. When the, sorry, I'm getting behind already. Jeez, we're only 20 minutes in, Phil. Come on. Shirley's not in the room yet. I bet she's going to come in, though. She sent me a message saying that she'd be here. Part of Laguna Province. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's just north of Muntinlupa City, where you're going. Near Binan. Let me look at that real quick. Binan. Yeah, it's hard to tell because there's so many places in the Philippines that are the same name. Anyway, good for you. I'm sure you're going to be happy to be back. Slim Jim, when the dollar goes up, the inflation here in the Phils goes up even higher. Because the Philippines buys in USD, so in the long term, you pay more for everything here. Well, things are certainly up here now. Melanie is shocked about just how much more. Carmelo Galiza, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Melanie is shocked by just how much more money we're paying, how much more we're paying for food. Simple things like gulai, the vegetables, and everything's gone up. Did I find out how to view? I know how to do it, Brian, but it just doesn't seem to always work. Like, for instance, right now, it's working now. I can see who's in here now. But it doesn't always work. It must be a little glitch with a YouTube glitch. Carmelo says it's a barangay in Muntinlupa. Okay, yeah, that's what's coming up on Google Maps for me, for Alabang. It's showing it just north of Muntinlupa City. Merc 3 had a date night with the wife. Dinner and a movie, very nice. We have not, Brian Hatcher, we have not set a date for the motorcycle trip yet. Criminal. How are you, sir? Welcome to the chat. Not sure what that is about. Merc 3, your wife calls the live chat your barcada. So she made sure we were home in time. That's funny. Barcada. Barcada. I've heard that term before. See there, Clyde Seaside, Billy Bid Prison. I've heard, isn't that like the biggest prison in the Philippines? I've heard about that place before. Yeah, the Barcada. I know who used that before. It was Tuk Tuk Kelly. Barcada. I know, I've heard it before. Carmelo Galisa played golf today. Oh. No rain since April. Yeah. You guys don't get a lot of rain. That's for sure. That must have been shocking. Shit, Brian, you could already get a bowl of pho, like walk 10 steps and get a bowl of pho before I left Southern California. So it's hard to imagine there'd be even more. What's funny is how throughout Orange County, like there's pho places that are opening up down in San Clemente, and it's just not that good. You have to go to Little Saigon to get good pho. And there's only, believe it or not, there's only like 5 places in all of Westminster that are known for making good, authentic pho, the way it's supposed to be made. because authentic pho is made by boiling those beef bones or simmering those beef bones in giant metal vats for like a couple of days. And there's only like 5 restaurants who are known for doing it the authentic way. A group of friends are gathering their friends, yeah. Did I get paid extra? How'd you like that, Clyde? I didn't know. I was so focused on trying to sing this song and get it right. I don't know why they always have to pick on the foreigners in the bars. What is it with that? The last time that I went to Patty's Point, I had to go out on the dance floor and dance with one of the band members. They called me out there, asked me a bunch of questions. I don't know why everyone's so amused at a foreigner being in the bar. I guess because they just don't see that many of us. I don't know. Carmelo Galiza says it's getting more expensive now. I heard that petrol is $60 per liter. I just did a video on that, but I don't remember. Because I buy such a small amount of petrol for the motorbike, I don't pay attention to how much it costs. I probably should. Hello, Snapper Rocks. Vegemite on toast. Oof. That's something I've actually never had. I've never had Vegemite. I've heard it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I don't know. It's an Aussie thing, I think. Clyde Seaside is 60.50 a liter. And that's probably just for the regular 91 octane. 92 octane, I think it is. I put the 95 in my bike. You can actually buy 100 octane here. Some places have it. 100 octane fuel. All right, 27 minutes in. We've got 15 people here. How's everybody doing? How you doing? $52 is the local Coke bottle price. There you go. Yeah. The one you buy off the curb. Excuse me. Brian Hatcher, yeah. That's why I put a comment up there. Do you think she says that to her Filipino customers? She wanted me to tip her for doing her job, for filling my gas tank. Did you hear my comment? I don't know if you guys, I heard it, so you must have heard it. I just went, oh, really? You want a tip? Yeah, she thought I just went, oh, really? And just kind of rode off. I'm sure, it's just the way it is here. It's just the way it is. The funny thing is, when I was a tourist, I probably would have given her something. But now that I'm a resident, no way, man. I need that 20 pesos. I've become a cheap Charlie in the Philippines. Isn't that funny? I have to listen for the... It's, yeah, Dennis, the air was out of stock. Which, that's the first time that's ever happened. That's my station. I always go to that Petron because it's not so busy over there. There's not so much traffic. It's right by my kid's school. So the one thing about Petron, you can always count on the air thing working. That's the first time. So first time it hasn't worked since I've lived here. I have to listen for the basura. one thing you don't want to miss here is trash day, man. When they come to pick up that trash, you better be ready. Clyde says you got to spread it thin. Just a second, you guys. Oy. Snapper Rock says Clyde Seaside is correct about spreading it on thin. Australians like their bacon boiled or steamed. Oh my. And Americans like it very crispy. Americans like bacon very crispy. Merc3 says that taxi drivers in the Philippines always hustle me for more money, 100 to 200 pesos. They say they make not enough and the family has medical expenses. Yeah, that's happened to me a lot too. You get in the taxi, they agree to use the meter, then they ask for 100 over the meter. And you know, at that point, when you're already sitting down inside the taxi and you've loaded your bag in, I mean, what are you going to do for 100 pesos? And they know that, you know. But the truth is, they don't ask their Filipino customers for 100 over the meter. They only ask the foreigners for it. Merc3 says, I never give them anything. They call me Mati Cow. And then we've had, you know, in defense of the taxi drivers, we've had several honest taxi drivers that didn't screw us. They used the meter. They didn't ask for anything over the meter. And there's, you know, there's plenty of honest guys out there. Honest taxi guys, you know. But, you know, when you're a foreigner here, you just have to expect it. They're going to try and... Clyde was raised on Vegemite. Maybe that's why you're so smart about the Philippines. That Vegemite. Clyde Seaside says, no way on the boiling or steaming of bacon. Yeah, bacon has to be crispy. Also, I really prefer the thick cut bacon, which I could buy in the U.S. It was expensive, but there's only one way. That's one thing Melanie misses, is she misses the really good bacon that we had in America. They have it here, but it's super expensive, like at Pure Gold or Save More for bacon. And I don't know. Yeah, 3-pound slabs. I used to buy it Merc3. Jack Kane, sorry. Shit, I got behind again. Jack Kane's asking, when does the trash come? Jack Kane, we never know. We think it's Tuesday and Saturday, but we never really know. Sometimes it's Wednesday and Friday. Merc3, I would buy it in 2-pound packages, but it was already thick cut. Don't remember the name that I was getting, but man, was it good. Man, was it good. It was so good. Yeah, bacon is... Jack Kane says the drivers that don't ask get the... I'm assuming you're saying a tip, and the ones that do don't. Yeah, but like I was saying, once you're in the car and you've loaded in there, you can feel that air con, you know. Most of the time, I'll just give in and pay the $100 over the meter. 100 pesos over the meter, because it's just, you know, you might have to do that 3-4 times. You know what I mean? So it's just, sometimes it's best just to give in to them. It's, you know. Merc3 says it's $6 a pound at the local butcher. $6 for a pound of bacon. Yeah, that sounds about right. Brian Hatcher says that Joseph pimped his daughter from the States. Oh, he had a 3-hour live chat already today? Wow. He must have started early in the morning. How old is Joseph's daughter? He seems like a young guy to me. I've never met Joseph. I was hoping that we'd meet him this weekend, but Carmelo, they serve boiled bacon in Crown Casino in Melbourne. You use the microwave to make it crispy. Pea soup and corn soup. Merc 3, yeah. Who doesn't love bacon? I mean, is there anybody who doesn't like bacon? I mean, it's just not possible, I don't think. It's one of the... I used to make Melanie these, in the U.S., in Southern California, we had these potatoes, you guys, that were massive potatoes. I mean, just massive. When we would buy potatoes, it would be, Melanie and I would eat one together. They're so big. But I would do a baked potato, with butter, cheese, and bacon, real bacon. Oh, she used to love that. It's making me hungry again. We always start talking about that good food, man. Slim Jim, does anyone know of a local brand of bacon that has no water loaded in the rasher? Every time you bite, it's full of water. Brian Hatcher says his daughter's Molly. Oh, she's 18. An 18-year-old daughter. Wow. I guess Joseph must be about my age then, or close to it. I think that's what Brian told me this weekend. That he's close to our age, actually. Merc 3 says, talking about the taxi drivers. Yeah, a 100 tip. Snapper Rocks gets free bacon because his dad owns a butcher shop. Oh, man. Jews and Muslims do not like bacon. Yeah. Yeah, Brian Hatcher, that video came out really good. Brian uploaded that while we were hanging out on Saturday. Or no, sorry. He uploaded that before I met with him. $10:30 lunchtime for Dennis Brock. Oh, okay. Well, he's how about a bacon wrapped hot dog on the grill? Wash it down with a Carlton draft. That sounds awesome. I remember going to events like at the Long Beach Convention Center, and there would be sales ladies outside, Hispanic sales ladies that would sell bacon wrapped hot dogs. Oh, so good. Merc 3, chop the bacon, fried onions, all fried with potatoes, 2 eggs over easy, and 1 slice of bread. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Getting hungry. Yeah, Snapper. Free bacon. Damn. And that's cool because bacon's expensive. Yeah. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, they have it. It seems to be a Long Beach thing, right? Or maybe they do it up in LA too, but you see it a lot. These little old Hispanic ladies, and they've got this crazy setup out on the street, and they've got these bacon wrapped dogs that are just awesome. And Slim Jim says no soy sauce in sight. Slim Jim does not like soy sauce. I'm just the opposite, man. I got to have soy sauce on my rice. I don't know how everybody eats, everybody in my family just eats the rice plain and they love it. Not me. I've got to cut up those little red peppers and then I use soy sauce. And then on top of that, I even put sriracha. The Dodgers are in the playoffs. Wow. Good for them. How about the Cubs? Are the Cubs in the playoffs? Ricky in the USA, welcome to the chat. Merc 3's wife cooks Filipino dishes with jowl bacon and slab bacon a lot. Oh. Slim Jim recommends to use calamansi and vinegar and chilies. We use Melanie makes a great marinade for our pork using calamansi and soy sauce. A couple of peppers in there. Ricky USA likes black pepper on his rice. Oof. There's something different. I just can't imagine getting free bacon. Man, yeah, that's what you call living. Oh. Man, this cold has been really rough on me. Ears are plugged all the time. Is here that I can take? No soy, no sugar, no salt, and no MSG. Just herbs and spices. Well, there you go. Slim Jim. That's why you're Slim Jim, right? Diba? Is that why you're Slim Jim? You guys see the football scores there? Monday Night Football, Kansas City 13, Denver 23. Oh, Kansas City 13, Denver 23, 9 minutes left. All right. Yes, Brian, we still have the barbecue business going. It's okay. I'm not sure that it's now that we've been doing this for a couple, maybe 3 weeks. I don't think it's turning out to be something that we're going to be able to stay in. It's kind of looking like it's almost a break-even type thing. So there's no point. But we're gonna try for a little bit longer and see. Melanie's got an idea to add something to it, so we'll see. I don't know. I had mentioned to Melanie this morning that if we can't sell good old fashioned Filipino barbecue, then there's probably not. It's probably just not as good a place as we thought it was going to be. Got it in one, bro. Slim Jim says, got it in one, bro. Snapper Rocks, we've had just about enough of you and your free bacon and free meat, okay? How about that? The most expensive part of your meal And he has carte blanche. That's nice, man. Good for you, Snapper Rocks. Maybe one day we'll do a Google Hangouts and you can, grill a steak or grill some of your free steak on the Google Hangouts. Soy sauce. Yeah, soy sauce, chilies, calamansi. Merc 3, yeah, me too. I love the soy sauce and the red chilies. I love those red chilies. I don't know. I could never eat rice, just plain. No, Snapper. I was just joking, buddy. You don't have to. I just think it's pretty awesome, What a thing to get for free. I mean, if you can get anything for free, meat's got to be up there in the top 5. Brian, have I seen the English guy that I met at 7-Eleven? I have not seen him, but he called me yesterday on the phone. He did call me. And he told me, that it was nice to meet and that we'll go hang out, at 7-Eleven there and have a Coke or something and another chat real soon. He did call me yesterday. So it was good to hear from him. I was kind of wondering there, because God, I met him. It would have been 10 or 12 days ago. It was on a Saturday, and I never heard from him. So I was kind of thinking, expats are kind of weird. They don't like to hang out. Surprisingly, you would think it'd be the other way around. I'm just exactly the opposite. If I meet somebody that speaks English, I want to hang out with them. Carmelo says it tastes like deer, the kangaroo meat. So it's kind of gamey. Yeah. Deer is kind of a gamey. Clyde Seaside is going to bring free beer or to the Google Hangouts. He works for a brewery. Wow. Carmelo says he had a kangaroo burger in Perth that he thought was awesome. Merc 3 gets all that gamey stuff. He's in Michigan, and there's so many deer in Michigan that... Okay, Snapper. I like your emojis. A couple of T-bone steaks and a bacon emoji. That's pretty funny. Yeah, free beer. Clyde Seaside may have just thrown the gauntlet, Snapper. You've got free meat, but Clyde's got free beer. Hey, if we can get you two together and us all in the same place, then we'd have one hell of a barbecue. Let's see why the dog's barking. Hold on a second, you guys. Yeah, that was Maddie. The dog wants to come in here where the air con's at. She's getting hot. This is fun. We've got a jackhammer going outside the house for the last 2 days. All day long, jackhammer. Merc 3 says that deer tastes exactly like what it eats in your experience. So, grass, pretty much, right? Free beer and bacon, now it's a party. Carmelo says the kangaroo meat is banned in the U.S. Oh. Hell, isn't just about everything banned in the U.S. now? I heard that in Southern California, the restaurants are not allowed to give you a straw, right? That's a new law in Southern California. Of course, Southern Californians are a little different, I guess, from the rest of the country. Yeah, the dog was barking because she wanted to come in here and lay on the cold tiles. Actually, my vents are pointing down again. Hold on a second, guys. The vents on the aircon, every now and then they... Slim Jim says, so is Vegemite and Kinder, surprise, all the good stuff gets banned. Oh. Vegemite is banned in the U.S.? I thought, or maybe you're talking about something else. Oh, no. I thought I had seen Vegemite in California before. Like at a... Yeah, I didn't know that either. Mercury 3, you are right. Venison can be better than beef if the diet is good. Ah, Jack Kane. Okay. Brian is asking, have I found any pepper spray? Yeah, I carry pepper spray all the time. I carry it everywhere I go. I've got this, bag. It's a shoulder bag. Or it can go around your legs too. A lot of cyclists wear it around their legs. But it's got these side pockets here. See that? Just push that up. Carry it everywhere I go. Would never go anywhere without it, man. And the other side, in the pocket on the other side is my gotta have that, right? Swiss Army knife, baby. Yeah, these are great. You gotta have one of these. Because my GoPro, this is my whole GoPro setup. Well, with the camera in it, of course, so that fits in there, along with my phone and my wallet, and then you keep that, on you so nobody can. And then Melanie put those patches there on there for me. And there's Shirley. How are you, Shirley? Thanks for coming back. I see you're doing. You can buy mace here in. Oh, wait a minute. U.S. is too restrictive. Okay, hold on. Oh, well, I really got behind. Shot time. Oh, did I say? I think that's the guy from Cebu. What was his name? Oh man, he was so funny. The longer the chat went, you could tell he was starting to feel it. Carmelo says that the U.S. is too restrictive when it comes to food consumption coming from other countries. Yeah, they probably, that I guess that could be really good and also bad. Hey, where's Philo? Oh, I'm back. The dog was barking. She wanted to come inside. where because I've got the aircon on in here. So I was telling you guys, it's hot, man. We're having an early summer. Did he abandon us, or did he go for a beer? Sorry. Yeah, Dennis, I don't know what happened to my Leatherman's tool. I used to have a great Leatherman's tool also, but I lost it somewhere. Shirley does live chats too, but I always seem to miss them. You must be live chatting when I'm sleeping. I don't know what the time difference is. Oof. In the 40s. Ah. Milo says it's in the 40s. And she's in northern Washington, if I remember correctly. State of Washington. Mama Milo, hello po. Ate Milo. Yeah, the Leatherman tool is very popular, and man, has it really evolved from when it first started. You know, it used to be something that was so simple, and now it's like more like it's more like a Swiss Army knife, like the one I have here. There's like 30 tools in that thing. I mean, don't get behind Phil. Mustaka Milo. Brian says the TSA at LAX allows marijuana through in your carry-on under certain grams. Wow. Now, I didn't think that would happen that quickly, Brian. I mean, I know that marijuana is legal there in California now, but what about TSA? What about where you're flying to, you know? You wouldn't want to bring any to the Philippines, but yeah, you're right. It's very interesting. Mammy Milo. Yeah, Dennis, I had probably, I had one that was probably even before the 90s. And I would just, you know, spray a little WD-40 on it and clean it up with Q-tips every now and then. And that thing, wherever it's at, I bet somebody's, I wish I still had it. I miss my Leatherman tool. Clyde Seaside lost one at NAIA. Really? Did you have it on you, like on your belt? Sukina ko kai kuya philo. Don't scroll up. Hey, it's not always that bad when I scroll up. It's just because I'm trying to keep up with you guys. And Brian Hatcher, I haven't noticed anything yet. No increase. But the unfortunate thing is the there's no link there on Brian's channel, and that it's spelled incorrectly. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll get any extra subs from that or not. I probably will. I'll probably get something. It was fun. We were, double vlogging there for half the day. Most of the day, I mean. Explain Suki. Diko Alam, explain. Kayo, explain Nang Suki. Michael Cruz, how are you, sir? Oh, Suki means a regular viewer. Okay. A regular viewer. Right on. Michael Cruz, that's a great question. Okay, hold on a second. I'm sorry. Clyde Seaside, you had it in a bag. Yeah. Michael Cruz, that's a very, very broad question. There's so many things that can happen here. You once said that if things go south, you would just go home. How would things go bad for an expat? Give me a minute to think about that. But I mean, you're talking about a loaded question. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here for you. Number one would be illness, I would think. I would think illness would be the number one thing that would happen here that might force you back to the States. Running out of money. Some people run out of money. They don't plan things the way they should. Michael, there's so many things that can go wrong. Some expats, they get involved with the wrong girl and they lose a bunch of money. A regular customer, yeah. Thanks, Milo. Mama Milo. Mama Milo. Merc 3 says that Suki, you thought it was I wonder what it translates to in Japanese. What Suki translates to in Japanese. Somebody want to Google that? Oh, Ricky USA. That's how you got here. You clicked on my comment. Oh, thank you. So you found me. Yeah. Thanks for that, Ricky USA. Yeah, Brian and I are buddies. I've already got, quite a few friends from Brian's channel that came over from Brian's channel. So I'm glad to have you here too. Thanks for joining the live chat, Ricky USA. We're here every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Okay, Philippines time. And we're all over the place. We talk about everything. Sometimes we talk about visa extensions and trying to get a Philippines driver's license, or what it's like to be married to a Filipina and living in this culture. We talk about a lot of things related to the Philippines. There you go. Brian says, I'm good if I enroll in PhilHealth. Yeah, at least I'll get in. I'll get in. That's like my next thing to do. The very next thing on my list. I've got my Google account, my YouTube account all taken care of. Now I need to start working on other things, Wait a second, you guys. I think that's the trash truck. Give me just a second. Sorry. Suki means like in Japanese. False alarm. Just a car that was honking its horn. Kind of sounded like the trash truck, though. Oh. Yeah, I think it's a girl's name, too. I've seen that before. Alfonso, how are you? Thanks for joining the live chat, Alfonso. I appreciate that. Great to see ya. Thanks for coming in. Alfonso, I thought I had seen your. I thought you had. I've seen your name before. Maybe on Brian's channel. She's a beautiful Siberian Husky. Oh. What on earth is going on? Alfonso, thanks for joining the live chat, buddy. I could have sworn that I've seen you. Phoenix, Arizona. Brian Hatcher, somebody likes anime. Anime is a Japanese thing, right? Brian's asking, how are the kids? Sounds like somebody's jackhammering the wall there. How are the kids and mother-in-law doing? They're doing good. Really good. Mama hasn't been here for, Melanie and I got home from Quezon City. Melanie and I got home from Quezon City from hanging with Brian and Louisa at about probably 1 o'clock on Sunday, and Mama wasn't here, so I don't know. Clyde Seaside is saying, I saw a guy saying he went to get his PhilHealth, but he didn't need it because he could be a dependent on his wife's PhilHealth. So Clyde, hold on a minute now. That's big news. Did you guys read that? Clyde's comment? So Clyde, this guy is a foreigner, Aussie or American or Brit, whatever. He's a foreigner. And he could be a dependent on his wife's PhilHealth. So it would be cheaper for me to enroll the wife and have her add me. Am I understanding that correctly? An American in Dumaguete. Okay. That's got to be Bud Brown, or I'm sure there are other Dumaguete channels. I'm so used to Ned and Bud Brown and used to be Rike, but Rike's in Cebu now. An American in Dumaguete. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look into that because, okay, is that the, Clyde, is that the name of the channel? Just give me a thumbs up if it is. Interesting. We are going to look into that, man. Because I do know it's 17,000 pesos for a foreigner for 1 year of PhilHealth, which is, it's not a lot of money, but 17,000 is $314. It was $314 for 1 year of medical insurance for a foreigner. Now, let's see, we're talking about PLDT. Jack Kane, I'm using PLDT. Sorry, I missed your question. Rain Man, what's up, mofos? Jack Kane, yeah. PLDT, sorry. Rod Tarleton, got it. Thanks for that info, Clyde. Because I know the wife and kids are only, for Melanie, for a Filipino, it's only 250 pesos a month. 3,000 a year. 3,000 pesos a year for medical insurance. So, Brian Hatcher, I have not been to the doctor since I've been here. Oh, Ricky USA, thanks for that. I see that now. Dumaguete expat. Yeah, and PLDT has been, got it. Thanks, Clyde. PLDT has been good here. Very little problems, to be honest. Okay, very little problems. The uptime is pretty damn good. A couple of small outages in the 10 months that I've been here. Nothing ever major. We've never had a power outage here, you guys. Where I live, there's never been a power outage in the 10 months I've been here. So you look at a lot of the other vloggers, especially the Dumaguete guys, the Behold Dumaguete guys, they're constantly having, 12-hour, 16-hour planned power outages. It doesn't happen here. It's just something. And Melanie tells me that, it's always been like that here since she's been here. She's been here a long time. Well, she's had the house since 2011. Yeah, Rain Man. Yeah, all of a sudden, wham, and you guys all start laughing. Nope, there's the power outage. Wouldn't that be funny? I'll have to put an explanation up in my introduction to the next video. I'll have to put an explanation up. Oh, by the way, the power went out during the live chat. Sorry. Rain Man was right. I jinxed it. The Rain Man called me out and I jinxed it. Merc 3, I got very sick here in the Philippines 2 years ago. Went to the ER, got blood draws, labs, and medicine. Cost was 25 USD. Oh. Merc 3, where did you go? What I mean is, where were you at when that happened? What city and what hospital did you go to? Do you remember? It's a success story. So many people have, so many people say just the opposite, that they have a very hard time here. Now we have 2 pretty large hospitals not far from here. Maybe, I don't know. You guys know how far it is just for us to get out in front of it's 8 minutes from our front gate to the front gate of the Palmera Springs. So then probably another, I want to say 20 minutes is the hospital. Yeah, Rain Man, you're right, because everybody that's a vlogger here complains about internet being down and electricity being down. We just don't have that problem. Rainman, I'm kind of getting over a virus. That's why. Melanie and I both got sick about 10 days ago, right after the typhoon. We don't know if we got it from. Brian Hatcher says, "What happened to the internet last night? You had have a good amount of subs in the chat today." We don't know. We don't know. It was just down for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Rain Man, riding the Jeep. I mean, if you're living a Filipino lifestyle here, riding the Jeep, riding trikes, being in traffic, yeah, it's hard because it really seems like 60% or even higher of the vehicles here are diesels. So it's just a constant stream of diesel fumes in your face everywhere you go. Oh, Merc 3, you were in Angeles City. That's okay. Angeles City is a place where you would expect to get pretty good medical attention. It's just a little more, what do you say? Angeles is probably a little bit more, I don't know, a little more refined than the area I'm in. I mean, this area is nice. Don't get me wrong. You guys have seen my walk-arounds and the stuff I've shown you, some of the big homes that are just, 2 streets over. There's people building, mansions here. It's really a nice area, but near San Nicolas. Okay. Thanks for that, Merc 3. I was just curious, where that happened at. Dennis said he's got good internet in Cavite, all right? And Dennis also has PLDT. Brian, I have not. We have not had it's something that I do think about, okay, having a generator. But again, we haven't had one single power outage. Playing in the rain. Yeah. More expat friendly, yeah, Clyde. It's actually, a good place to live. I wouldn't mind. Although if we were going to move, I would want to live more Zambales area. I'm drawn to that area a little bit more than Angeles, although I really like Angeles too. I love the Clark area. I love the fact that I've got a lot of friends in that city. Yeah, Rainman, we haven't had a lot of rain here in the last week to 10 days. We've had some night rain, but not a whole lot during the day. It's been really dry and almost summery here in northern Manila. It's just hot, man. I mean, even the dog doesn't want to be outside right now. Merc 3 says when he was in Iloilo, he has TRICARE. Oh. There you go. Yeah, if you have TRICARE, that's yeah, Clyde. It's something I've always thought about because they're relatively inexpensive here, but it's just not a problem here in North Caloocan. It never has been. I don't ever know of a time. I've known Melanie since 2012. I don't ever know of a time when she had the power was out here. It's just for some reason it's really good. Why? I've got no idea. Because everybody else, you'll see a lot of the vloggers, the Phil's vloggers, complain. I've got no idea why it's so good here. Yeah, you've got access to the VA. That's That's huge, Mark III, you know. Anybody that has VA access while living in a foreign country, I mean, oh, look at that. Dennis Brock. We have somebody else that gets free meat. Dennis Brock gets free doctor's visits. Or it's probably not free, Dennis, right? We expats know there's nothing that's free here in the Philippines. You're going to pay for it one way or another, right? So funny. All right, an hour and 21 minutes in. We've got 20 people in the room. Thank you so much. Yeah, you sent him to school. There you go, Dennis. But hey, that's I mean that's a fair trade, right? I think. Very funny, Clyde Seaside. Oh, and by the way, Clyde, she doesn't always talk to me. All right. I still get the tompo. When I start running my mouth and I forget, you know, because every now and then you forget, oh, I'm gonna straighten these kids out, or I'm gonna, and then it's like, oh, here we go. Another day of tompo. Very funny, Clyde. Brave woman. I gotta go see where she's at. Maybe I can talk her into coming in and saying hi. We can do a little Rain Man, thanks for stopping by. 10:30 at night where you're at. Okay. I forget where you're at, Rain Man, but thanks for coming by. See, 11:20 would be East Coast US. Chicago. Ah, I know it well. I'm from Indianapolis, Speedway, Indiana, originally. So thanks for coming in, Rain Man. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Clyde, you know, you keep saying that. You're going to get me in trouble. Although, you know, Melanie knows. Okay, thanks, Rain Man. Melanie knows, and we just think it's funny. I know we're going to get shit for it, Clyde, from somebody. I know eventually we're going to get shit for it from somebody, some feminist, but you're right. It's yeah, Merc 3. I mean, you know, you could talk about the Tompo thing for. I mean, that would be a topic that would just go on and on and on. It's hard to explain. Um, you know, Melanie has told me a couple of times that the reason Tompo exists is because the Filipina doesn't want to say something she's going to regret. So they tend to shut down and just think about it for a little while before they talk. Now that's the way she's explained it to me, is that she doesn't want to say something that she doesn't really mean, the way I do, the way Westerners do. We have a tendency to speak up and speak out before calming down. You know what I mean? So Melanie tells me that that's where the tampo really comes from in a Filipina. It's because they don't want to say something mean that's going to hurt the other person. So it's I mean, when you look at it that way, from that perspective, it's probably a good thing, because I don't have no damn tampo, and I speak out right away. Yeah. Oh, Clyde Seaside, you crack me up, dude. Slim Jim says feminists are women who love women. Slim Jim embraces Tompo and heads out to hang with his mates. Yeah. Yeah. Never ask or confess anything while Tampo is on. Yeah, it's not a huge deal in this house, really, because Melanie knows how much damage it actually does. She knows that it's just better to say, hey, you hurt my feelings when you said that. And that lets me know, because maybe I don't actually know what I did. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the Tompo is a crazy thing. I get it from my not so much my daughter, but my son. I've told you guys before. Brian Hatcher says 2 more days and you can perv out on my female Asian Facebook friends. All right. I've been waiting on that. Two more days. Dude, I just can't imagine what you did to get banned on Facebook. My God, what must you have done? Dennis Brock, thumbs up. Dennis knows about the Tompo. He's been through it. Yeah, that's true, Merc. You're best just to, let it go. As opposed to getting more upset, is what you're saying, right? Because it can be. I know when we had the Tompo thing, when we had the Tompo thing in the U.S., man, it really pissed me off. I would just get in my car and drive up to Little Saigon and hang out with the coffee shop Vietnamese girls and let Melanie Tompo for 3-4 hours, and then I'd go get a massage and then come back home. That's how I dealt with it in the U.S. Four hands massage. I've never done that. Clyde Seaside? Oh, there's going to be Tompo there, Clyde. You know that. You can take the Filipina out of the Philippines, but you can't take the Philippines out of the Filipina. No Imperador today? You know. Oh, there's my lovely wife. Did you come to say hi? She's doing laundry, you guys. Laba laba. Say hello, honey.
Hi, guys. No Emperador today.
No Imperador today.
Hi, Mercury. No more na, Emperador. Oh. Clyde Seaside. Hi, Clyde.
Good. I can take a CR break now.
Ano man? You leave me here?
Yeah.
Again? What is your topic? I don't know.
The topic is Tompo.
Oh my. The topic is about my mood. My tampo mood. Wanna see my backside also. Clyde. I'm just kidding. Beer. No beer. It's so hot today. Never say. I think it's. I just got this from my mom. My mom is also a tampo. It's from my family. Yeah. You're right, Mercury. That's the Pinay things, the tampu, tampu. It's easy to upset. Especially you, some of the foreigners, they're just speaking it so loud. They don't even think about the words they're gonna say. And we're just making tampo because, you know, some of the words is so hurts. Yes. I'm on a silent mood. If I'm so mad, I'm not talking. That's my yes. They talk so loud and fast. Sometimes they didn't know that they're yelling on you. And we're not getting used to it. That's why sometimes they feel that they feel upset. Did you? Yes, I have fun with Luisa. We're talking too much. But Luisa don't want to drink more. Just one shot. See, that's right. Mercury really know about Pinay.
Nosebleeds. Uh-oh. What'd I miss?
There's nothing bleed.
Nice to see your front side.
That's why I say, do you want to see my backside?
Oh my God. I think that's what Clive Seaside is used to looking at, is your backside. That's my fault. Yeah, I know. That's my fault. Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat, guys, so I can.
It's about tampo lang.
Merc3 says his wife thinks I'm yelling or scolding, but I am only talking. Yeah. That's funny, Clyde. That's funny. Yeah, there's such a big difference in the culture that, and I also think that uh, in Filipino culture, there's no confrontation at all, ever. And in our culture, there is. In the Western culture, there is. If we don't agree with something or we don't like something, we typically speak up about it. But Filipinos don't do that. Filipinos tend to, they bury that shit. It's not good to confront somebody on something, right?
Making them upset.
Yeah, you'll make them upset. And that's even if what they're doing's completely wrong. You're not supposed to call that out or make light of it. You're supposed to bury that shit. That's what this culture does. Clyde Seaside, my place is 3 steps behind Melanie on the videos. You'll see when I upload my Quezon City video, I've got some good video of the girls. I got more video of the girls together than Brian did. So Slim, you have to ask permission first. My ex-wife used to bury her feelings, but remind me regularly for the next 10 years. Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
We're not forgetting it. We're just trying to put it on the other side.
Yeah.
But still,
No.
it's really hard to forget, especially if it's so hard,
Yeah, here's a good question. Why do Penai fold the clothes inside out? Why do you do that? You're right, Merc3. They all do that.
What?
Fold the clothes inside out for drying laba laba.
So it's not dirty. If there's accidentally that the birds just fly and poop with that.
Melanie says because the birds might fly over and poop on your laba laba. So you want to fold it. Love Mel's honesty. Melanie says the birds might fly over and poop on your laba laba while it's hanging. So they turn it wrong side out while it's hanging.
So you can still use it.
Yeah, and Clyde Seaside says the inside fades and not the outside.
Yeah.
From the sun.
That's true.
That's true too. See there? We're getting things done here on Philo in the Philippines, baby. North Caloocan, where the city meets the province. Merc3 says I can never find my favorite shirts and get yelled at for making a mess. Yeah, Clyde Seaside knows the Philippines. You guys pay attention to that Clyde Seaside guy. It's all that Vegemite he's eating. Maybe there's some connection between Vegemite and Philippines knowledge. Mercury 3, Kampai. Oh, are you drinking, Mercury 3? Carmelo agrees to prevent the color from fading when sun drying. There you go. That's why it's wrong side out, diba? Oh. Merc3 says nope, he's guzzling. And Clyde just had toasted crumpets and Vegemite. Oi. Clyde Seaside loves him some Vegemite. Shirley, you're back. Do you want to say hello to my asawa? Melanie, say hello to Shirley.
Shirley? Hi, Shirley. Kamusta? Is that Pinay?
Yeah, she's Penai. And Shirley, you're in Dubai, right? Hello, sis.
I know you're. Oh my God. Welcome back, Shirley. Thank you for watching. I think guys and some.
I love Lucy show. Brian, you're showing your age there, buddy. Yeah, Dubai.
Okay. Wala kang magawa.
So
so boring in Dubai. So there's nothing to do now. That's why she's on YouTube.
Oh, she's so bored right now. Jack Kane says so. The wife says that so you can ID what cloth it is from the.
From the.
Laba laba. Hanging the wrong side.
It's all stuff. I have classmate. It's before.
Good boy. Sila dito sis kaya. Suki na ako.
They are all good boy now. That's why she always there.
They're always good boys.
Uh-oh. Be nice.
Yeah. Shirley has a lot of friends. Melanie looks happy. You must have had good karaoke over the weekend. We didn't have karaoke. Only me. I was the only singer. Yeah.
Kylo is going to sing. Oh!
Yeah. Vegemite cheese and tomatoes and grill it. Oy. It's an Easter egg hunt when you want a specific shirt. Yeah, Shirley, I don't think that you had met my wife, Melanie. I just thought. Yeah, looking for Waldo. We've only got 2 kids in this house, but my God, you would think, with the amount of laundry that we have, you would think there's 12 people living in this house. I mean, it's like this never-ending pile. It's like the United States Postal Service, It's just never, ever. It's never done. It's like the mail. Did you guys stay at a God hotel last weekend? A God hotel? Oh, well, no, Brian, we were at the Eurotel. You mean, I know it means good hotel. It was just average, super cheap. It was all in, including all the city taxes, was about $30 for the night. But it was just a place that's clean and nice and right across the street from the mall. All you had to do is all you had to do is climb a few steps and cross EDSA, and you're right there at SM North EDSA. Awesome little hotel. The breakfast was, voila. The breakfast was just not so good. But, I mean, for $30 a night, what do you really, expect? You can't expect a whole lot, When you're getting a room for that cheap. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, you guys, but I don't want to miss the trash guy when he comes, Sorry. Carmelo says my band has no gig today and I'm going karaoke tonight with them. Oh, that'll be awesome. Carmelo, it's, It's 11:45 at night. Oh, no, sorry. 8:45. Yeah. Sorry, Carmelo. Carmelo says so it doesn't show the skid marks. That's why it's inside out. Yeah, Brian, we stayed at the same hotel with Brian and Louisa. It was the Eurotel. And it's just, Eurotels are inexpensive, but they're clean. And the facilities are nice. Okay, so Yeah. Okay, Merc 3, we went to a place called Banchan for lunch, which is not my favorite. It's like, you know, my daughter loves it because, she's into all things Korean. We went to Banchan for lunch, and it was really just because we couldn't decide where to go to lunch. But between the four of us, we couldn't pick a place. So finally, because Let was so hungry, Brian was like, let's just try this place, this Banchan. So that's where we ate, and it's okay. But Slim Jim says if the breakfast came with Vegemite, it would have been good. And then for dinner, we went to Jerry's Grill. If you guys are familiar with Jerry's Grill, that's a chain here in the Philippines. Jerry's Grill. And that was pretty good. Yeah, Carmelo, I made a mistake. I was thinking East Coast. If you guys are familiar with Jerry's Grill, it's a place that it's a place I always wanted to try. Melanie and I had never eaten there before. Clyde, did you think? Let's see. I'm sorry, I got behind. Clyde says for $30 a night in the U.S., the sheets haven't been changed. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And this was a nice, clean hotel. Brian Hatcher, I was not far from Leisure World. Rancho Santa Margarita, that's Lake Forest, California. I was in Rancho Santa Margarita, which is actually the next city over. So, yeah. Mercury 3, laugh out loud. Went from checking the dog to waiting for the trash guy. I just don't want to miss. Our trash cans are filled to the top, baby. So, Merc 3, you stayed at the same one. Oh, yeah. That's it. Paul Hogan is in our chat. Paul Hogan. Oh, Slim Jim says he's going to Jerry's for a late lunch. Anyway, back to my Jerry story. Melanie and I were kind of in party mode, right? So we sit down in Jerry's. First of all, Brian got a little annoyed with the girl who was checking people in. There was a little bit of a wait there. And the girl wouldn't talk to Brian, and Brian got just a little bit annoyed with her. So, Let stepped in and squared everything away, Let and Melanie. Okay, Jack, thanks for coming by, Jack Kane. Thanks for joining the chat. Sorry about I don't know if that's me, if anybody else is having problems with the chat. Clyde Seaside said Jerry's is expensive. Okay, anyway, we sit down, and you guys know Jim Schultz, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, Jim Schultz. We're talking about my weekend with Brian and Louisa in Quezon City. We went to Jerry's for dinner, and we're kind of in party mode, Melanie and I, so we order a pitcher of margaritas. Well, it never comes. Okay, it never came. The food starts coming. The one thing I like about Jerry's is they give you ice water right away. That's nice. That's Western style. They sit ice water down in front of you right away. You don't even have to ask for it. It's the first thing they do. But we ordered a pitcher of margaritas, and they never came. The food starts coming. And, I make my comment to Brian that, this is the Philippines, The the first thing that should come to your table is the alcohol that you order, or any drinks that you order should come to the table first. The very first thing. So the food all starts coming out. We all get delivered our food. And I finally come to the conclusion, Let says to me, you should talk to the waiter and ask him. And I just said, Louisa, or I just said, I don't care. And guess what, you guys? We're about to finish our meal, and what happens? The pitcher of margaritas comes out at the very, very end of our meal. Now, that's the Philippines. They just don't get it here. They just don't get it. So I had the fried chicken, and Melanie had the tuna belly, the grilled tuna belly. And man, the food was good. The food was good, I thought. And it was, by Filipino standards, Clyde Seaside, I would say it's expensive, yeah. But the food was good. The service was great, but you have to remind them. This is the Philippines. You have to tell them when you order alcohol, please bring it first. I want the alcohol first. And then you have to remind him again in 10 minutes. I ordered alcohol. I want the alcohol to come first, or it will not come. It's, they'll bring it. It's the Philippines. It's just the way it is here. They just don't get it. They don't understand customer service. Jim Schultz, thanks for coming. Yeah, well, Clyde, the whole idea is to get that pitcher of margaritas right after you sit down. Get a little buzz going, I don't know. That's the way it's done in the West. I mean, you should never compare the West to the Philippines because you're talking about two very, very different worlds. But, yeah. The last thing you want to do when you've got a stomach full of food is to start drinking. You know what I mean? But we drank. We drank as much of it as we could. Brian helped me out. Brian had a couple of glasses of margarita. And it was, it was okay. But it's just so typical for the Philippines, I should have said something to the guy ahead of time, but I was you just expect it to be bad everywhere you go. So it's hard to, when it is good, it's great, but you just expect it to be bad everywhere you go. It's just the way it is here. It's just the way it is. Yeah, surely, but it's hard to complain, right? You're out and you have the ability to go out and have a nice meal. It's hard to complain, really. But it's just it's just night and day, between. And this is a chain restaurant. This is a place that should have their shit together. Jerry's Grill. They're all over the Philippines. Jerry's Grill is as big as, as big as you can get in the Philippines. It's a chain restaurant, like Shakey's Pizza. Although Shakey's Pizza seems to do really good on their service. We've never had bad service at Shakey's Pizza. Yeah, you have to bring Stitch with you. Now, Clyde Seaside, Max's is another place where I've never had an issue. Max's is probably, as far as a chain restaurant goes, probably the best place you can eat in the Philippines, I would say. Never had a problem at Max's. They're always on it. But, the whole thing with the alcohol. If somebody orders alcohol, you bring it to them right away. You don't wait until the meal's over. Until all the food on the table is consumed. That's a bad time to bring the alcohol out. So, yeah, and actually, Clyde, Max's is expensive too, by Filipino standards. Probably even more expensive than Jerry's, right? Yeah, Carmelo, exactly. That's exactly my point. You guys are feeling what I'm saying here. Brian Hatcher, yeah, there was a Denny's. Now, I think that we have a Denny's at SM Fairview. Brian was super surprised that there was a Denny's. He was super surprised there was a Denny's. I wasn't so much, and I think it's because we have one. We have one, but yeah, you're right. That's an American restaurant. The Grand Slam breakfast. That's a big time American a restaurant, Denny's. Yeah, Clyde. Yeah, they bring something out and say, yeah, the Maxes, they'll bring something out and three people can eat, right? That one plate. Like a crispy pata or something. It's enough to feed. I've taken my family there a few times. Tip is included. Merc 3 is saying that the tip is included at many places. Yeah, they have what's called a service charge. So you don't have to tip. Yeah. Yeah, Carmelo, there's actually Denny's that are showing up here now. It's funny because in the West, no one would ever go to Denny's. It's considered, kind of Denny's is considered a place that you end up at drunk. You would never set out to go to Denny's. You don't say, "Oh, we're going to go to Denny's to eat." You just kind of end up there at 2 a.m. drunk. That's the reputation that Denny's has in California. Yeah, Dennis Brock. There was an IHOP at uh, in Quezon City. In Quezon City, at the Trinoma Mall, on the top floor of the Trinoma Mall in the garden, there was an IHOP. Can you believe that? Yeah, if there's a service charge, Clyde, yeah, if there's a service charge on your bill, you don't tip. Correct. Oh, yeah, you know what, Carmelo? Where I lived in California, in Orange County, all the Shakey's went out of business. Almost all of them. The food was so bad. The last time that I went to a Shakey's in Southern California, the food was just horrible. But here in the Philippines, it's awesome. I'm serious, you guys. The Shakey's here in the Philippines is really good. Denny's and Adelitas don't compare. Yeah, Brian. Well, I don't know. The Grand Slam breakfast. Joke lang. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Shakey's here in the Philippines is really, really good. The pizza's good. Oh, really? Now, Clyde says that he tried the Shakey's here and it was really bad. He didn't like the food. Slim Jim, yeah, Shakey's at one time was an American icon, but a lot of them in the U.S. went out of business because the food was so bad. My experience with Shakey's here has been really good. Nothing at all like uh, the Shakey's in the U.S. The Shakey's in the U.S. was horrible. I actually got a salad at the SM Fairview Shakey's that was really good. The lettuce was crispy, bright red, beautiful tomatoes and cucumbers. Yeah, yeah, it's an American icon. Yeah, Shakey's. The Mojo potatoes, chicken and Mojo potatoes. Yeah. Now we all have different tastes, and I'm not super crazy about fast food, but I guess for me, because the Shakey's in the U.S. was so bad, is why I have a better experience here, because I find the Shakey's here to be so much better than it was. And we don't go a lot, but they serve this giant beer in a mug. That's probably why I like it, to be honest with you. They've got a beer mug that's a size, it's massive. It's got to be 3 beers. And the beer comes out, the mug comes out frosted with ice all over it. Oh, so good. Edward says he grew up with Shakey's in California. Yeah, I'm from Southern California, Mark. Edward Mark Felix. I'm from Southern California as well. Merc 3 says they left in the early 80s. Yeah. Sorry, I read that twice. My friends would go there for the fried chicken at lunchtime. Clyde said he had a salad at Kenny Rogers Roasters and haven't seen anything that small in any restaurant. So the salad was small, or was the salad... Because we like Kenny Rogers Roasters too. We go to the one here at SM Fairview, and the food's really good. Especially like the baby back ribs. They're really good. That's just something you can't find here is baby back ribs. You'd have to go to a place like that to eat it. Again, it's not... Yeah, Brian, it's going to be the vegetable garden video will be the video after the SM Fairview video. It's in the queue. Mercury 3 says we always talk about food. Are we foodies, you think? All of us? We must be, huh? Okay, now I think that's the trash truck. Give me just a second. Nope, I'm wrong again. But Melanie's sitting out there, so I don't have to worry about it. It's okay. Yeah, Brian Hatcher, the vegetable garden is coming. I should probably do another one. You guys should see how quick these plants are growing from seed. Unbelievable. Okay, Clyde said that the salads were small and a limited variety. And I think he's still talking about the Kenny Rogers. Salads are tough here, you guys. Let got a salad at Jerry's that she was, or no, sorry. Let got a salad. This is Brian's wife, you guys. Let. She got a salad at Bon Chan that was the salad leaves were brown. Merc 3 said he was happy with the Shakey's there. The food was good. Yeah. You're talking about Shakey's here in the Philippines, Merc 3. Yeah. Carmelo says Chicago deep dish pizza is the best. Oh. Yeah. Deep dish pizza. Chicago-style deep dish pizza. I think I'm more of a New York style, the skinny thin crust. But yeah, I could do some deep dish, especially if it's got that gooey cheese on it. Oh man. Where you bite it and the cheese just strings off your mouth. Oh. I think we are definitely foodies. I gotta do something to fix that aircon. All right. Merc 3 says he got sick after eating Kenny Rogers. Really? Are you sure it wasn't the chicken intestine you had on the street that night? We've had Kenny Rogers a few times. I don't know. For me, it's a really good change to get away from the Filipino food. It's a way to eat something that's more American. It always seems good here. I don't know. That's just my experience. Oh, Dennis. Yeah, we had a little bit of rain about 7 p.m. last night. We had some rain. It actually dumped pretty hard. Melanie was at Palenque when it was raining. Merc 3, Yellow Cab has good pizza. I agree. Yellow Cab has good pizza. I've had Yellow Cab a couple of times. Was real happy with it. I thought it was good too. And Clyde Seaside is saying that Sbarro is the best pizza that he's had in the Philippines. I've seen that. SNR, Dennis Brock, thumbs up on SNR pizza as well. Also, it's a giant pizza. My God. It's a pizza that's so big it hangs off the table, right? It's a giant pizza. What is that pizza? Is it I want to say it's an 18-inch pizza, but I think it's bigger than that even. Brian Hatcher's asking, do you like Jollibee? Yes, I like Jollibee. But I like In-N-Out Burger much better. So does Melanie. Melanie talks about, In-N-Out Burger because we had one where we lived there. She loved In-N-Out Burger. She thought, that was just in the U.S., the Southwest U.S., In-N-Out Burger is like the number one burger restaurant that you can go to. Merc 3 says that Sbarro is good. Okay, I'm going to try it now. Melanie and I have never been there. I don't think we've ever been to Sbarro. We always end up... My wife didn't like it because the server picked his nose. And she wanted to leave after ordering. Oh, yeah, that's okay here, huh? Filipinos pick their nose in public. It's no big deal. Yeah, Clyde says, Merc, that's only the server. Thank God you didn't see the people making your food in the back. Yeah. Yeah, Clyde, that SNR pizza, and you know what? What is that? 475 pesos, I think, I think the one here is 475 pesos for an 18-inch with everything. What do they call that? The 18-inch. Yeah, it's a big pizza. Clyde says they fed the. Clyde says they fed the building security guys. Yeah. Merc 3 carries. Oh, no. Yeah, Merc 3 likes Jollibee, but you want to ask for. Yeah, you got to be careful what you order. Yeah, you can order certain burgers there that they just. Yeah, you're right. They load up the mayonnaise and the banana ketchup on it, and it's just ruined. Yeah, it's true. Merc 3 carries his own Tabasco. It's actually a good idea. Hamburgers. We're just happy to have internet again, I'm not much of a complainer, but I tell you what, that was a long day yesterday. Watching TV Plus with no internet, and you've got no Netflix, nothing. Shit. I can't upload my video. I really wanted to get my video up before the live chat so that you guys would have seen it, but it's all right. This way I'll have a couple of videos up before the Friday live chat, so we'll have something to talk about. Frank's Red Hot. Frank's Red Hot, baby. Some of the best hot sauce in the U.S., probably. It's got such a great flavor. I don't know what it is about that Frank's Red Hot. Melanie loved it too. You know, when we were in the U.S., she got addicted to that Frank's Red Hot. Oh, Merc 3, the kids don't have any gadgets during the week. During the school week, the kids have no gadgets, so they don't give a shit. There's no internet. Brian Hatcher, yes. Every bank, restaurant is guarded with a shotgun. Almost every one, especially the banks. Yeah, Merc 3, it's Amazon, baby. You guys that have Amazon, I'm jealous. Although Brian was telling me over the weekend that, you know, Amazon does deliver to the Philippines. So it's only certain things they will deliver, though. It depends on what you're buying. And you don't know until your checkout. Did I get behind again? No. Yeah. Yeah, Merc 3, no gadgets for our kids during the week. And on the weekend, you know, when they get their gadgets, it's just they completely check out as family members. We don't see them. They lay in bed for 12 hours staring at their iPads. Slim Jim says if you pay 1,000, oh, sorry, if you have P1000 inside, you pay P500 to guard it. Brian Hatcher, 4 weeks until Angeles. Wow, is that right? Only 4 weeks. I think it's 5 weeks, Brian. Right? Is it 5 weeks? You said November 10th you're coming here. Sorry to kill your Philippines buzz, but I think it's 5 weeks, buddy. Frank's Red Hots in sachets. Man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if they had that, right? I want some. That way you would never be without your favorite hot sauce. Everywhere you go. Frank's Red Hot, it's really good on eggs. Oh, man. Right? When you fly, where does your flights land? Japan or Korea? Oh, I think he's talking to you, Brian. Merc 3, when I was a visitor, I always flew into Seoul, Korea. Brian says he's going through Shanghai. Oh, You must be flying China Eastern Airlines or something. Clyde, it's so hot. I've got the aircon on. You can't see my stomach anyway. Filipino style. Yeah. Dennis Brock says, Brian Hatcher, 2 days till Facebook. Oh, yeah, baby. No, yes, yes. Hello. How are you? No, yes, yes, entity. Oh, man. Yeah, China Eastern. I called it. See? I've made a few trips to the Philippines to know. China Eastern was always one that came up as a, because I always booked through Expedia my flights. China Eastern was always the cheapest flight from LAX. Yeah, that Seoul, Korea airport is unbelievable. They've got sleeping areas and free showers, in the Seoul, Korea airport. It's unbelievable. You can lay over there for 8 hours very, very easily. It's why the airport's like that. They have a lot of 8-hour layovers. Incheon, yeah. Fantastic airport. I've flown EVA a couple of times. EVA takes you through Taipei, which is a little bit closer to Manila. But Taipei is a nice airport as well. Yeah, Mercury 3, you're not kidding. Asiana Airlines, oh my God, Inaco. Yeah, Asiana Airlines, they definitely pick the cream of the crop to work for that company, to work for those women you're just like, oh my God. And interestingly enough, the Korean women, if you're in the airport there in Incheon, they dress very, very seductively. Korean women, much more than even the U.S. It's shocking, really. Don't we all, Merc 3? That's why we're in the situation that we're in now. Don't we all, buddy? Oh, Brian, yeah. Shocking, he says with his tongue out. 10-hour layover in Shanghai. Sounds like, Brian, that you've been there before, to Shanghai. I've never been there. Shocking, he says with his tongue out. It was, I don't know, Clyde. I just thought it was, I've never seen girls dressed like that in public. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis, it's insane. They've got areas where you can sleep, and they've got free showers, and it's amazing. It's just the most amazing airport. No, yes, yes. It's a cultural thing. They're really big on these like a go-go skirt with the long socks. It's just, I don't know. I've never seen it before. It's the culture there. I was certainly surprised because typically we're used to Asian women being relatively shy to dress that way in public, especially here in the Philippines. It's not something you're going to see very often. I'm just describing what they were wearing, Clyde. It's very common to see this like schoolgirl thing in Korea. The girls dress that way. Isn't that an anime type thing? I think it is. Yeah, it's the K-pop thing, Iggy. Hello, Iggy. Thanks for coming in there. It's K-pop, and a lot of the girls. I was just like, wow, what the hell? Merc3, I can say I'm very happily married and have a beautiful wife. I am a lucky bastard. I must have been good in my former life to have this life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there, Merc3. Dennis Bronx says they dress that way because they can. Yeah. Yeah, they're young and hot. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, and how funny that the Japanese influenced the Koreans influenced the Filipinos. Now we're having fashion chat. Yeah, hey, Clyde, we always get it done here, right? In North Caloocan, where the city meets the province, baby. We always get it done here. The Japanese influence the Koreans influence the Filipinos. Because my daughter is all about Korea, baby. Everything. She speaks Korean. She understands Korean language. Merc3 says that he stayed at a hotel in Incheon. There you go. Slim Jim. Love my hairstyle. There's not much style going on there. In fact, I'm going to go get this shaved off today. Iggy says I was stationed in Camp Walker, United States Navy. Loved it there. Okay. That must be in Korea, Iggy. Right? Yeah, no, yes, yes. It's the K-pop movement. I don't know. There was just an abnormal amount of young Korean girls dressed very, whatever. It was shocking. Yeah, I like kimchi as well, especially if it's super hot. Dennis Bronx says he was at Camp Walker. That's in 1986. Oh. Oh, I see. Merc3 Kampai. Iggy says that Taegu, I think is how it's spelled, is the third largest city in South Korea. Okay. Merc3, I love it too. I absolutely love kimchi. If I keep looking at those Korean girls in go-go skirts, there will be Tompo. You know what, Clyde? The funny thing is, Melanie finds it kind of amusing too. Melanie also appreciates a very good-looking Filipina or Korean girl. Probably because we have, here in the Philippines, it's all, even on the TV, the Korean influence is, it's very big. There's a lot of drama shows that are Korean. Yeah. Yeah, no, yes, yes. That's exactly what I was talking about. Kimchi tastes so much better in Korea for some reason. We all know the reason. It's where it originated. And it's probably, although kimchi sits lefty all around. How are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I'm doing great. How are you, lefty all around? Merc3 says that his wife makes kimchi and it's good on the rice. Yeah. I like it because it's just, I just eat it, the kimchi by itself. Yeah, the Buddhist question. No one's asked about Buddhism yet. I will keep my wife away from your wife. Yeah, Melanie can recognize, a sexy girl without getting too, jealous or crazy. Lefty all around. Good, thanks. Good to see you in JLB's live stream the other night. I actually didn't make it in there. Yeah, I think he was trying to send me the link, but I never made it in. For some reason, I don't know. It's a joke. They still got H6060 there. Dennis, I don't know if that was a spell check error. I'll keep my wife away from your wife. And Merck says that's a joke. Yeah. Yeah, Lefty, I don't think I was able to join I think that was, I don't remember what night it was, but for some reason, he sends me the link and I'm not able to get in there. Oh, I see. In Subic, Iggy in Subic. You were on the Kitty Hawk. I was in our Westpac with the Kitty Hawk in '85. I was on the Okinawa, USS Okinawa, on my Westpac. But the Kitty Hawk was who we were with. That was our carrier that we were with. Because the Okinawa was an LPH, a helo carrier. I'm certain the Kitty Hawk was the one that. Oh, that's okay. Is it okay? I recommend another channel. Is it okay? I recommend another channel in your live stream. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, we're all trying to support one another and promote one another, so that's fine. Ba, 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 ba. Talking to okay, Brian Hatcher, Ed Iggy. I was on the USS Mobile Bay. Okay. Yeah. Right on, guys. Thanks for coming in. Another great Philo in the Philippines live stream. Thank you for joining. Um, what else is happening here? Anything? Merc 3. Yeah, it's a different life, you know. And if you're a U.S. Marine like me, your first week on ship is just brutal because you're not used to it. You're not used to so you walk around kind of dizzy for that first week, and then you get used to it, you know. No, Iggy, I didn't do 20 years. I did only 5 years in the Marine Corps. 5 years and only one Westpac, believe it or not. When my time came up to do Westpac, I was too short to go on the float. They didn't let me go. When I was in the Marine Corps, if you had, you know, going on Westpac is 6 months, right? Well, if you were out within a year, they wouldn't let you go on Westpac. Lefty all around, do you make any money per month? Yes, I do. Not too much right now. I'm small. I've only got 1,300 and some odd subscribers, but there's money to be made here still. Yes. You got to keep putting videos up and keep plugging away to get the subs and the views. And there is money to be made here still. Yes. Iggy said that his dad served 27 years. Wow. One-third Army, one-third Navy, and one-third Air Force. Dennis Brock. Oh, Iggy, 10 years in the Navy. Wow. No, Brian, they paid me. I actually got paid by YouTube, finally. I finally got my account fixed, and I'm getting paid now. But at my level, where I'm at, I'm only making probably about $50 a month, you know. Not much, but I mean, it's a lot of money in the Philippines, you know. Brian Hatcher in U.S. Navy 91 to 011. Yeah, you guys that were, although I did okay, I ended up with a pension from a corporation, but I think it would have been better maybe to do 20 in the military. I went in the military in 83. I would have been out in 03. So, but then you got to go from there. You've got to go into the real world, and that can be difficult for a lot of people. You know, that can be difficult. Leaving the military where you've got high rank and you're important, and then going into the real world can be a big drastic change. Although I have worked with people that were master gunnery sergeants in the Marine Corps. Sorry, Maddie opened the door. I wonder how much Brian and Joseph make. I don't know, Brian. There are websites that tell you. I don't remember the name of the website. There's a website out there that tells you what YouTubers make. I don't remember the name of the website. Lefty All Around's asking, I wonder how much Cheap Charlie makes. Yeah, he is somebody that gets a lot of views because he's always vlogging about the bar girls. And that's that's something people are interested in. I was at Camp Pendleton also, Iggy. I was at Camp Pendleton. I was on Camp Horno from 83 to 87. Lefty All Around, YouTube direct deposits the money into your bank account. Yes. It's exactly how it works. It's a direct deposit into your bank account. My grandfather fought on the Rhine River in World War II. Wow. Clyde Seaside is a big World War II buff. He hangs out with a lot of guys, right, Clyde? Brian Hatcher, have you checked out Tucker Gotts? I have not. I have. See you, Dennis. Thanks for coming in, bud. I have an addiction to these. Yeah, Clyde. Brian, I'm addicted to Social Blade. Lefty All Around. There's a website called Social Blade. That's it. You go to Social Blade and they don't give you the exact dollar amount, but they give you an idea of how much money a YouTuber is making on their channel. I think the last time I looked at it, it said something like between $50 and $400. So they don't give you the exact dollar amount that a YouTuber makes, but they do give you the rating of that vlogger and how well he's doing. It's kind of an interesting website to look at if you want to check it out. Thanks for that, Iggy. I couldn't remember the name of it. And Brian, I was saying that I have this fascination with flight, like I've talked to you guys before, and a lot of it has to do with looking from the pilot's view and listening to the air traffic control, like A380s landing at, Chicago O'Hara or something like that. I'm fascinated by that for some reason. And there's a lot of really good YouTube sites that not only show the plane from the cockpit, but they'll show it from the ground as it's coming in. So I can't remember the name of it offhand right now, but Merc3 says it's Eye Candy Cowboy. I look, yes, but nice to talk about real life. Yeah, me too, Merc, because, the girls are so beautiful. Merc3 says his son is also in the Army. Okay. Iggy, I have Patreon already. Yeah, I have Patreon already. I started my Patreon, I don't know. A lot of people kept asking me about Patreon. How come I don't have a Patreon? And I finally started one. So, yeah, Clyde, I wouldn't say that I'm worried about the dollars by any means, but it's nothing that I worry. I never thought I'd make any money on YouTube, to be honest with you. I never thought anybody would like me because of where I'm living, and I don't, film bar girls or I don't live in Angeles City. I didn't think anybody would ever follow me. Lefty all around. Okay. If a lot of people type in the chat, that increases your potential for income. Actually, it's views, Lefty all around. It's the views that you get. Oh, my corporate life is also a really cool. Yeah, I'll tell you know what, Brian. I'll write down on the next live chat. I'll write down the one that I've been watching, and it's always jumbo jets, 747s, Airbus A380s, and it just fascinates me, man. I'm fascinated by flight. You know, I really am. It's just I think that's got to be. I mean, flying a 747 or a big jumbo jet like that has to be one of the coolest jobs you could ever have. It has to be. Yeah, exactly, Lefty. I've never been to the. In fact, I'll be honest with you guys. I just received my very first payment ever from YouTube on the 28th of September because I had some problems with my Google account. There were some things that were wrong with my Google account as far as the address and things of that nature. I just received my very first payment. I've been a vlogger I started my channel in 2014, and I never received a payment. So all that money was building in my account. It was only about $400. It wasn't much. But it was really neat to see that it went to my bank account, and yeah, but it's like I said, I started out doing this, guys, as like a video diary because I thought it was so neat that you could have this place to put your Mercury 3. If you look in the comments section, or sorry, not the comments section, but the description section of any video, there's a Patreon link. Not any video, but if you look like in my last video that I did, not the live chats, but the actual video, you'll see a Patreon link. You click on that, and then you can become a Patreon member. Yeah, Clyde, yeah, that's true. But then what happens to a YouTuber as they become more popular? Do they fall into that? I don't really have anything to use for clickbait. My wife, maybe. I could use my wife for clickbait, Clyde. Melanie gets views. Do you ever want to get your private pilot's license? Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah. I'm in no real position financially that I could do that now, but maybe a little later on in life when I start collecting my Social Security from the U.S. and I'll have more money. Oh, better than a punch in the baby maker. What are you talking about, Merc? Philo is real, not like the others are arrogant like many that I have seen. Oh, yeah. Better than a punch. Lefty All Around says that he's been attacked. I don't know if you mean in live chat or. Thanks, Brian. Philo's a cool cat. I. Clyde Seaside, does a Patreon member get a front seat? I don't know, Clyde. I'm still trying to figure it out. I watch Brian's. I try to learn from Brian what Brian's doing. So I look at what he's doing, and then I haven't really figured out the Patreon thing yet. Brian has different levels of membership to Patreon, where if you donate so much, you get like a Skype chat, things like that. I haven't figured it all out yet. A front seat. A front seat to what? Exclusive photos of Mel in a bikini, maybe? How does my money get there? Do I need an account? Merc3, click on the link and see. I don't know. Go back to my moto vlog and look in the video description. I don't know how the Patreon works. I don't know if they take a credit card. I don't know if you have to be a Patreon member to contribute to Patreon or... Well, Merc3, you got to remember that for a long time, I only had 700 subscribers up until the time I met Brian on the 2nd of March. And that's when, I met Brian and he plugged me. I got over that 1,000 mark. So I had not many views. I like him because he's clear and does not beg. Thanks, Slim Jim. Yeah, I'm not e-begging by any means, but everybody has Patreon. So many people were asking me about it. Even Brian told me you should get this up and running, so I did. I try to listen to the people who already know. Yeah, there's a medical for the pilot's license. Lefty all around. Your Patreon should be visible down below your name here, but I don't see it. Thanks, Merc3. Yeah, that's a super chat. Exactly. Super chat. Yeah. Clyde Seaside, you're right. I'm not doing anything differently than Brian is. So probably, probably in time, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same for me. And, Brian has gotten to the size where he can't even reply anymore to the comments because there's so many. I still reply to every single comment on my videos, even though it's even getting busy on my channel. But I can see how there's going to come a time where you won't be able to do it anymore. And then that's when people start kind of getting mad at you, really. Iggy says, I like Phil because he's living the life where I want to be. Yeah. Oh, lefty all around. Your dad lost a pilot's license because of health. I see what you're saying. Merc3, it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Oh, okay. So on the super chat, I share that with YouTube. See, I don't even know. But thanks, Mercury3. Lefty all around thinks that Patreon is better, but Patreon must take something, right? I would think. I don't even know. I'm just so new to the whole thing. Even the super chat. Oh, yeah. Clyde Seaside says if you look at someone like JLB, he relies on others and uses their content. I see. So he's not creating enough new content. Yeah. I see what you mean, Clyde. Yeah, you would think that Patreon would probably take something. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, Merc 3, is maybe click on that, like the next video that I do, look in the suggestion box and click on that and see what it says to you. Then maybe you can tell me, because I can't see that side of it. You know what I mean? I can only see my side of it because it's my account. I can't see what it is that you see. And maybe I don't have it set up right. So all I'm saying is, if you get a chance, and we live chat every Tuesday and Friday, so you can let me know what it is that you see. Maybe I don't even have the thing set up right, but the link worked. I mean, it gave me a payee link to put up on my, in my description box, which means you can click on that. And then I'm interested to see, because I clicked on Brian's, and I can see that Brian has different levels set up. He has like a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. I need to learn, Go to the Moto vlog. Lefty all around, if you go to the Moto vlog, you'll see it. I think that's the first video that I put it up on. You won't see it on any of the live chats because there's no description in the live chat. There's no description box. Go to the Moto vlog. You have to go to an actual video, not a live chat. I think the Moto vlog that I have was the first video. Maybe not. Maybe it was the Palenque. Melanie and I went to Palenque, or the Changet. One of those two, you'll see it. It says, please support us here. I'd be curious to see what it actually says in there. I might not have it set up right. Iggy says, I had to give up riding motorcycles because of my equilibrium. Oh, really? How old are you, Iggy? And what causes that? Is that, what causes such a thing? Merc 3, yes, super chat only happens while I'm on live chat, as far as I know. Yeah, that's the only time it happens. Slim Jim, I don't know, because I have to copy and paste those links in there, which I don't do for a live chat. So I think they only show up, the Patreon link only shows up on an actual video where I paste it in there myself, I think. Hold on a second, hold on a second, you guys. I don't think we're going to get a trash pickup today. Shit. We are close to the 3-hour mark and you're still going strong. Well, 9 people. Yeah, super chats only for the live stream. And Clyde Seaside says that JLB's content is just raw footage, no intensive editing. How can a guy spend 5 days in Indonesia, 5 days in Thailand, and then to Philippines and compare the countries? Yeah. I didn't watch any of JLB's Indonesia and Thailand stuff. I don't think I saw any of it. He's invited me into live streams on occasion. I don't have anything against him personally. He's always been a big supporter of mine, even when I was super small. I think I had 100 subs, and JLB was supporting my channel, and I appreciated his support. So I've always tried to give something back, but I don't know. Clyde, I stay out of the drama. I'm just trying to hang out with you guys and have fun and give you something halfway decent to look at. My wife's butt. Merc3 says, I have not ridden my motorcycle this year because of equilibrium and bad back. Oh. I see. Okay. "48 years old." Okay, Iggy. I see now. Okay, Slim Jim, thanks for coming in. Jim Schultz, thanks for being here, buddy. You're the guy. You're the man. Jim Schultz is my fellow Marine Corps friend and lover of Filipinas. Joke long. 16 pills to live every day, I can understand. Yeah. So the Philippines would be a hard place for you guys to live, man. Brian Hatcher, you're right about that. Maybe this weekend. Oh shit, we got typhoon coming though. We've got typhoon coming this weekend. But yeah, we should do a basketball vlog again. Everybody liked that. And that was kind of a funny video, right? Clyde says, yeah, Brian, the kids in this neighborhood are great. I just wish my kids would go outside and play with them. But it's just the way it is. Clyde says, I realized that my equilibrium balance was gone when I kept falling off my horse. John Wayne style. Iggy says, if the VA in Makati, I don't think it's in Makati, I think it's in Ermita, the VA hospital. I think. I would go live there. Or is it in Makati? I didn't think it was in Makati. Merc3 says, I don't handle crowds very well. Merc3, okay. It's not going to make landfall, but it doesn't mean it won't create a hell of a lot of rain for us. It's another one going up the east side of the islands. I haven't been on the... You guys, we were without it. We just got internet back like an hour before this live chat, so I haven't been able to look at the news. Yeah, the VA clinic's next to the U.S. Embassy. That's going to put it in Ermita, the Ermita Malati area, somewhat. Ermita Malati area. Iggy's been out of work since 2015. Oh. Oh, my. The VA there will give you the meds that are legal there only. Some pain meds you cannot get there because they are not, they are very controlled and some illegal. Oh, Iggy, got a DUI. Wow. Okay, guys, we are at the 3-hour mark and I'm just about spent. Clyde Seaside, 2009, and it's called retirement. Clyde, you're the man. Tuck Tuck Callie, man, I'm just logging out, buddy. But thanks for coming in. You guys know Tuck Tuck, don't you? Say hello to Tuck Tuck before I go. Three hours chatting along, Tuck Tuck. What's going on, buddy? How's the fam? Okay, I'm going to stay on for a little while because Tuck Tuck came in. We want to talk to him. How's the fam, buddy? Thanks, Iggy. Tuck Tuck Callie, same old, same old. You guys all know Tuck. Phil Am family living in Angeles City from the Bay Area, baby. Tuck Tuck is in the house. All right, Tuck. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Every Tuesday and Friday, baby, 10 a.m. Thanks, everybody, for coming into the live chat. We're going to call it at 3 hours and 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Thanks, everybody who came in. We solved a few problems, I think, in the Philippines today in the chat. Shared a few problems. And once again, thank you so much. I'm going to put up my Quezon City video with Brian and Louisa right after this live chat. It's going up. It's going to take it a couple hours, so you guys will see it in the morning when you wake up. Thanks a lot. From North Caloocan City, where the city meets the province, baby. Thanks a lot to everybody who came in. See you on the next one. Bye now.